Hi, this is underKG.com and this is Phil. And this is Samsung Galaxy Alpha. So this is their new lineup with the metal body and the very sleek design. So let's take a look at it. Before we do, let's take a look at the previous Samsung devices. This is Galaxy S4 and this is Galaxy Note 3. And we can see how compact and sleek in the design of the Galaxy Alpha is. So the biggest change over here is the metal body. So it's the metal frame, to be honest, but still it gives a very solid feel and gives a very fresh new look for Samsung. On the top, it's got a receiver, 2.1 megapixel camera, Samsung logo, 4.7 inches of a 720p display. That's in the Pentel layout, so it's not a full RGB pixels over there, but it doesn't really bother that much. There's a multitasking key, home key with the fingerprint sensor, back key, and the power key over here, the 3.5mm headphone jack with the secondary microphone, the volume rocker, and the micro USB port on the bottom along with this microphone. And the speaker grill. And on the metal body over here, along with the metal body, there is this white plastic part over here, probably to enhance the cellular signal over here. Doesn't really annoy me that much, but it sure doesn't feel like it's a complete one piece of metal. It does intrude that solid feeling. On the back is a 12 megapixel camera with the LED flash and the heart rate sensor. There's a carrier logo, there's a Samsung logo, and the back panel with the little pattern over here. It's like a Phillips screwdriver. The little patterns are over there. And the battery cover over here is, of course, removable. This is a very, very thin battery cover. And the 1860 milliamps of the battery over here, replaceable. And the nano SIM card slot, Samsung's very first. And they've been reducing the SIM card sizes for a while now. Hope they stop eventually. And there's noticeable feature over here that it doesn't have the micro SD card slot, which is very new for Samsung smartphones. So you gotta be living with the 32 gigabytes of internal storage built in. There's no way of expanding your memories. So that's for the black model, and it comes in different colors. We got the black and the white one. This is the white one. On the focus of the metal body over here, it seems like the white one suits it better than the black one does. So this is how they look. And comparing it to its biggest competitor, we got iPhone, and I kind of got the feeling that the little bumps over here and there kind of got that from the bumpers around the market. That's just my hunch. And size-wise, this is a classic iPhone 5. It's a tad bigger. But when we compare that to iPhone 6, although that's a dummy, that's precise in size. Goes like that. And the back. There we go. So it's a very compact smartphone packed with a lot of features. So let's bring it on. So this is the lock screen. It's a classic Samsung. There's nothing much to impress. The classic Samsung layout with the launcher, app drawer. Whoops, that was internet. App drawer, and so on and so forth. You can scroll from the notification bar, two thumb scroll for your quick settings, and the Android version comes at 4.4.4. So those are nothing spectacular. And the Galaxy Alpha doesn't pack software-wise, doesn't pack anything special. But hardware-wise, it's got an Exynos 5430, which is pretty impressive for a 720p display. It's a lot more than that. It's got a dual-core A15 cores and quad-core A15 and A7 cores in the same time. So you will see 8 physical cores along with 2 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage, not expandable. And this is pretty an overload, pretty much an overkill spec for the 720p display. It literally flies over its operating system. Whichever operation you do is just gonna work as snappy as you want it to be. It's a very snappy smartphone, and we didn't see any other problem using the phone. The one thing that we didn't like was the battery. That 1860 milliamps of battery, although Samsung has been claiming that they have made the CPU better and saved a lot of batteries and a lot of features of the phone. This guy lasted just about as we expect from a 1860 milliamps of the battery. Full day usage, maybe. It maintained about 3 to 4 hours of display the screen on time. So that's not impressive. Thankfully enough, it's got a replaceable battery. So if you're only short of that, you might want to change your battery. Camera wise, it was good enough. It's got a 12 megapixel camera. That's a direct crop from a larger sensor, so it shouldn't disappoint you in any way, and it does not do that. Photos taken from the bright lights, daylights, dark nights, they all look pretty fine. We did notice a bit of a shutter lag, but it was acceptable to the range. And it also takes a 4K video, so you can do that as well. The photo quality was okay. The sound quality, however, wasn't exactly impressive. The one from the Galaxy S5 and the Galaxy S5 LTE was totally satisfactory. The sound over here, not so much. It's okay. It's just about the mediocre level, so don't expect that. Although it's a matter of a taste, we didn't exactly like that. The speaker over here is surprisingly pretty good. It's not the best speaker that we've seen on the smartphone, but it's pretty good, probably due to the metal body along that speaker. And also the display part is another thing that we didn't exactly like. The pixel, 720p pixel, isn't exactly lacking for this small size of the screen, but since it's got a Pentel layout, when you look at the smaller letters, especially in a red color, we're just gonna drop into the desktop view to give you more of the smaller letters. Especially when you see small letters in the red pixels, they kind of tell that the layout isn't exactly the best. The similar display that you've seen from along with this layout was Galaxy S3. Of course, it's a lot brighter than the one of the Galaxy S3, so it's not that bad. Don't worry, but still, it's not the best display in the market. Performance-wise and how compact, light, and thin it is, we really loved it. We really loved Galaxy Alpha and how it feels, especially in your hand. So those are the things. Exynos 5430 runs flawlessly on the smartphone. It's probably an overkill spec. And it's slim, light. We think it's a good-looking phone. It's probably the best looking phone from Samsung has ever made. But still, the metals around here, especially the diamond cuttings over here, doesn't exactly seem like they have done a perfect job at finishing the diamond. Especially those lines over there covered in white doesn't exactly feel awesome. But still, it's a nice phone, especially considering that it's from Samsung. It's very stable and it's really easy to hold, and really enjoyed using this. We hope this is a bit cheaper. It's currently ranging around $700 in South Korea. Off contract, that's about $850, and that's nothing cheap, especially considering that this is not expandable in the memory wise and the battery capacity and the screen resolution. This is nowhere near the premium level of the smartphone, and the price we thought wasn't matching the specifications, although it's got a metal body. Samsung is known to be preparing for another metal lines of the smartphones called the Galaxy A series. There's a 300, 600, and 900 coming soon. Those are rumored to pack more specs, higher specs over there and the lower specs over there in the same metal body. So we are counting on that. As the first trials of the Samsung's metal body, Galaxy Alpha seems like they know which way to go, and we really love the way that they have set for their future. So this is Galaxy Alpha for their first trial. It's definitely an amazing phone, and we really enjoyed using it. This is probably the best Samsung smartphone that we have till date. That was our review on Galaxy Alpha from underKG.com. Don't forget to drop by our homepage. We got a homepage, underKG.com. We got more photos, videos, and sample camera shots for you to see. Don't forget to drop by. And for our social medias, we got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Google+, along with our family channel, underKG View. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more upcoming reviews. Thank you all for watching. Bye.